Hello, welcome back. This is Andy265 and this is Module 5. And I'm going to go through the assignment real quick just to kind of help you out and talk about what we're going to be doing this week. So basically, I'm going to have you guys I'm going to give you 5 audio snippets, and each one of those snippets are different. And what you're going to have to do is open up a Word document, and you're going to have to write down exactly what is said, and then below each one of the words you're going to place phonemes underneath. To do that, you have to understand what phonemes are. So I'm just going to break everything down of what we're going to be doing, what to expect, and let's go ahead and get started then. So I need you to create the outcome will be 5 different lip sync animations following the audio snippets, and then with each snippet you're going to create a lip sync breakdown worksheet that we'll go through. And I do have an audio breakdown example so you guys can get an idea how I did it, and then I'll talk about it and basically talk about how I did it. You're going to need to have a mirror or your cell phone that reflects your face, just turn the camera around or whatever, and so you can see yourself. And you're going to need that and follow along. You're going to have to know the lip sync audio files inside and out to get a good lip sync. All right, so again, I take you through what you need to do. You guys can read all that, otherwise I'm just wasting your time. So the biggest thing is finding a mirror or using your cell phone to see yourself mouthing out each word. Okay. All right. You're going to have to memorize each one of those audio clips because it's going to help you with breaking down the words into phonemes. Okay. And that's what you're going to be using to create the lip sync. I'm going to have you use a piece of software. It's like a plugin for Maya. It's called Studio Library. So I need you to download that, and we'll take you through that part of it too when we get to it. So the first thing you'll do, you'll download the snippets, the audio snippets. Start doing the breakdown worksheets. So breaking the lip sync down from words into phonemes. And then you're going to get into Studio Library, get that downloaded and installed. It's real easy. So once you get all that done, then we can go into the next part where I'm going to show you how to use the Studio Library. That'll be a different video. Hopefully I'll have that done and upload it in hopefully in the next couple days. All right, so the Arnold settings for Play Blast render settings, you can set those up to 1K square, as you can see here. You need to have your safe action area on, and make sure you have it so you can set that up. You'll have to pull over the bar over quite a ways to actually see this. Okay, but here's the Arnold render settings. Okay. And then in the camera attributes, we talked about this. We want to set it up so we don't have distortion in the face. And then Play Blast settings for lip sync animations is all set up here for you. We want to have the format as AVI, encoding as XVID, quality at 100. We want the display size from render settings, so we want it to go from the render settings, what we have here. Scale is 1, frame padding is 3, depending on how long your animation is. So if you go above 999, you're going to have to change that to, so if you have 1,000 frames, you're going to have to change that to 4. So 3 is fine. Remove temporary files and save to file. That just tells you where you want to save it. I'd save it to your probably your project folder, maybe movie folder. I don't know. Wherever you want to save it, you save it wherever you want to. Click on browse and save it, and then you can Play Blast. All right, so under lectures, this is where we're going to go. We were going to go over there in class. So this is just an example of a and lip sync test for Frozen. You can check that out if you want to. What is lip syncing? Takes you through what lip syncing is, how it works, the importance for lip syncing, tools and techniques, phoneme charts. Phoneme chart is just basically what you're going to be doing above. I'm just calling it something else. It's your audio lip sync breakdown worksheet. It's the same thing as the phoneme chart. Reference footage. It's really recommended and it's required that you listen to the audio and then mouth the audio out while you're listening to it. And you got to make sure that your recording gets in there. So basically, you just kind of you play the audio and then you lip sync it out. So that footage is going to be used not only for your lip sync but for your expressions, facial expressions. Now, we're not worried about facial expressions right now. You're going to focus only on your mouth. Okay? All right, lip sync audio. You can download the lip sync audio here. So go ahead and click on the down arrow, download those. Those are all the audio lip sync. And I want you to take all those audio files and put them in the sound folder of your project. So you're going to have to create a new project for this. And I want you to place all of your audio files in the sound folder. All right, Studio Library. It's download is here. Now you're going to have to click on this, and it'll take you directly to the Studio Library. So when you click on it, it'll go here, and then you can download the Studio Library here. And we've got tutorials here that you can look at. How to install. It's very easy. I'll show you how to do it. Just drag and drop it into the viewport. Make sure it's not dragged on something. Just make sure it's empty. And then you can load in your scene. Once it's in there, it's in there. Now you might have to do this at school, at the JCCC, but it's easy enough. Just drag and drop. You don't have to type any script in like we have to do with the picker for Malcolm. So with that said, you'll download that, get that installed, and then we're going to talk about this is the first thing you're going to do, audio lip sync breakdown worksheet example. So if I click on this, click on the arrow, I can go to preview, download it, or whatever. I would, go ahead and download that for yourself, but I'm going to click on preview. And this should preview exactly what we're looking at. Okay, so with that said, if I go back to Canvas, let me get another window open here real quick. Go back to Canvas, go into my assignments, and go back to where I was, because I can't have both those open. So if I go in here, so basically phonemes are just consonants and vowels. That's what they are, nothing else. So we can see that C, D, G, K, N, R, S, the, TH, Y, and Z share the same phoneme. Okay? Now, there are subcategories like TH. So that might be a subcategory because it is a little different. Okay? So there will be subcategories. All right? L, okay, that's one by itself, or like D. So when you're doing, you got your tongue between your teeth. So you have to kind of just go through pronouncing or sounding those out. That's a better way of saying it, sounding those out. Okay, and then we got W, Q, W, Q, okay, M, B, P, B, M. So we've got those, and you can see, and when you're looking at your mirror, you're going to be able to see what you're, what you're trying to pronunciate. And then when you go into F, V, 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 F, V, F. So sometimes like D or th, So I don't think it's anywhere close to that, but there might be some endings of words. So we got hello, Pete, fine day, isn't it? And you can see the phonemes underneath. Okay? All right? So those are the phonemes underneath. Now, we have consonants and we've got vowels. Okay? So we've got I, I. So A, I, O, E, U, A, E, I, O, U. Remember that in school. So U, E, and there's different, again, there are different subcategories of these, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 phonemes we have to create those to be able to do any type of lip syncing. And now you know the shapes. Now, of course, these are exaggerated. Of course, you don't want to have your character have exaggerated phonemes. So if you follow, I mean, basically you're going to have to sound them out, look in the mirror, and get close to what we have here. But again, this is a cartoon character. I know we're doing stylistic characters, but we want to do something more like this. So that's why I have this example for you to look at. Again, we'll look at all of the phonemes together. Okay, so A and I, O, C, D, and then you can see all the rest of those. And this, and so you're going to be creating more like these. Now, to me, a rest is the mouth might be just open a little bit. Normally when you're talking, you have what's called the rest pose. Very little when I'm actually talking or creating sentences, putting sentences together as I'm talking to you, I don't close my mouth every time I'm done talking. A lot of times I'm in the rest position with my mouth, especially if I continue to talk like I am now. Okay, so again, you can basically look at this as phonemes are defined as the perceptually distinct units of sound in a specified language that distinguish one word from another. In animation terms, we can think of it as the different mouth shapes that create words. As you animate, it's crucial to understand how to break down a word into the correct phonemes to allow it to read correctly. So you're not trying to do each and separate letter. You're doing the sound. Okay? Use every sound to your advantage. Listen closely to each and every enunciation. So when you're enunciating your words, you have to be looking in a mirror so you know which phonemes. Now that's why we're doing the breakdowns first. So you're writing out the dialogue, and then underneath you're placing these phonemes underneath. Okay? That's what I want you to do. So when we look at the breakdown, okay, when we look at the breakdown now, you'll see what we're doing. So again, let me go to the breakdown. You can see that we've got sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here. So instead of saying S, we have to say the word sell. Sell. So C, A, and you can see here we got C, and then we have A, and then we have L, sal. So sal. Okay, so we have 3 phonemes. Craze. So when you say cr, you go right into crazy. So so it would be you, because when you look in the mirror, you see when you say the word cr, you see the U sound, and you can see right here we have the U sound, cr. So that's why I write down U right here. Cray. So so crazy. So there's that. So crazy, C, crazy, okay, crazy, right there. And Y, so crazy. Notice I don't have a Y or an E or anything back there. Crazy, so it's the C drives into that next word. Al, so crazy, so crazy, some place else. Okay, so it's really not hard. It's not that hard. You can break it down. That's how you break it down. Sal, crazy, some, so place your mouth. So basically you're taking that M and you're holding it, and then place. So that word L right there, that will come in with the phoneme, the mouth shape of that. S, else. Okay, so that's how I want you to break it up. So you're enunciating the word. You're not worried about what the letter is. You're worried about what it sounds like. Okay, so we're all. So that one goes right into it. We're all stocked up here. So we're. So we start with a W. So there's the W. We're. So our lips are pushed together. We're all. C, stocked up. So A, up. So that'd be the M. Up here. Okay. Okay, so you'll write it out, space them out a little bit so you have room to do this at the bottom underneath. Okay. So this is a Word document that gets you started. So you can download that and continue with this with each one of the audio pieces that I give you. You're going to write down the audio, exactly what you see here. I usually put a space between all this. Okay? All right. So that's your breakdown worksheets. All right, watch the videos, they're fun. So importing sounds into Maya is fairly easy. I've got everything set up for you guys. Everything is in a AIFF format. So all I have to do is drag it into your timeline in Maya. And then you guys can check out the rubrics, what I'm looking for. So you need to have your breakdown worksheets, all 5 of those audio broken down in phonemes underneath. And then you submitted your 5 separate lip sync animations. I want them separated. I don't want them all in one scene. So you'll have 5 different scenes to turn in. And then you're going to have 5 different separate play blasts that you're going to create using XVID as a compression. If you don't use XVID as a compression, those files will be huge, and if you can't upload them, that's probably why. You need to make sure you download XVID and compress. You have to download XVID. It's free, and it won't corrupt your system. I've been using it for years now. And download it and set it up, and just make sure Maya is not up and running when you add that, because you'll have to shut Maya down for Maya to see it. Okay. All right. All right, so that is it. You can also see I need your file structure. You guys have been doing pretty good with that. So I need your subfolders will be scenes, breakdown sheets, play blasts. Okay. And then I've got extra credit that I haven't uploaded yet. I need to get you those audio files for that, but I'll probably do that sometime on Thursday. Okay. Now remember, extra credit runs the whole semester. You just have to turn your extra credit in. You don't have to do it this week. In fact, I think it's going to be rough for you guys to do any extra credit this week. So whenever you have free time to do extra credit, come back to it. I'll keep the modules open so you can do those extra credit pieces. And you can turn them in, just make sure you turn them in when the module 15 due date. So module 15 due date is when I need all your extra credit in. Okay. All right, that is it. And then we'll talk about the technical stuff in the next video, but I wanted to take you through what I'm expecting you guys to be doing with your audio lip sync breakdowns, and now you know more about phonemes and how I want you to create those worksheets. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in class on Thursday.